Hey everyone, welcome back to Web3 Learning Radio. Today, we're going to tackle a concept that might sound a bit technical at first but is super important if you're diving into the world of crypto: blockchain forks. So, what the fork is a fork? Don't worry, we're not talking about kitchen utensils here. By the end of this video, you'll have a good handle on what blockchain forks are, why they happen, and why they matter. So, let's dig in. Alright. So what exactly is a blockchain fork? Simply put, a fork happens when a blockchain network splits into two separate paths. Imagine you're walking down a road and suddenly the path splits in two, one going left and one going right. That's kind of what happens in a blockchain fork, but with data and transactions. Forks can create a copy of the original blockchain but with a change in the rules. Think of it like a software update on your phone. Sometimes, you get minor updates that just fix a few bugs, like those security patches we all ignore. But other times, it's a major update that changes how everything works. Forks can be minor, where nothing really changes for users, or major, where a whole new version of the blockchain comes into play. So, why do forks happen in the first place? There are a few reasons, but the main one is disagreement. Developers and communities behind a blockchain might not always agree on how the network should be managed or updated. Sometimes they want to add new features, fix security issues, or make the system more efficient. And when they can't all agree, a fork happens. It's like when you're trying to decide where to eat with friends. Half of you want pizza, and the other half wants sushi. You can't decide, so you split up and go to different restaurants. Each group gets what they want, and everyone's happy, kind of. That's basically what happens in a blockchain fork. Let's look at a real-world example: Bitcoin. Bitcoin has had several forks over the years. One of the most famous forks is Bitcoin Cash. Back in 2017, there was a big debate in the Bitcoin community about how to make the network faster and handle more transactions. One group wanted to change the rules to make transactions quicker, while the other group wanted to keep things as they were. So what happened? They split, just like our pizza and sushi friends. Bitcoin continued on its path, while Bitcoin Cash was born as a new version of the blockchain with different rules. If you held Bitcoin at the time of the split, you suddenly had an equal amount of Bitcoin Cash as well. It's like if you split from your friends and ended up with a pizza and sushi, best of both worlds. Now, you might hear the terms hard fork and soft fork, so let's quickly break those down. A hard fork is like a serious split. The two paths go in completely different directions and are not compatible with each other anymore. This is what happened with Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. The changes are significant, and once the split happens, the old and new versions of the blockchain can't communicate with each other. A soft fork, on the other hand, is more like a friendly upgrade. The blockchain still splits temporarily, but in the end, everything comes back together. It's like when you update your app, and everyone is still on the same page, just with some new features or fixes. Soft forks are backward compatible, meaning the changes don't break the network, they just tweak it a bit. So why should you care about forks? Well, forks can have a big impact on the value of cryptocurrencies, the way the network operates, and even on your own crypto holdings. For instance, during a hard fork, you might suddenly find yourself with coins on both sides of the fork. Like how Bitcoin holders got Bitcoin Cash during that famous split. This can be great, or not, depending on how the new coin performs. It also tells you a lot about how decentralized and open-source systems like blockchain work. When people disagree, they don't have to follow one leader, they can create their own path. It's both the beauty and chaos of blockchain. Knowing about forks helps you understand why there are so many versions of similar coins out there, and it helps you make more informed decisions when investing. To sum it up, a blockchain fork is basically when a network splits in two, usually due to disagreements or the need for upgrades. Sometimes, this split is minor and temporary, like a soft fork, and other times, it's a major divide, like a hard fork, creating entirely new cryptocurrencies. So, next time you hear about a fork in crypto, just remember, it's like friends arguing over pizza or sushi. The good news? No matter which path you choose, you're still in the world of blockchain, and there's always something new to discover. Thanks for tuning in to Web3 Learning Radio. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more beginner-friendly Web3 content. See you in the next one. Oh, and remember, when it comes to forks, just don't stick one in the toaster. Whether it's crypto or kitchen, it never ends well.